once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have the football first. A&M able to pull out a close one the last time they saw the Longhorns.
That was a crazy game, but we were all there. You remember that? The energy in the stadium, Bevo drooling on the sidelines. They were bragging for a long time since then, David.
And so much bad blood, different conferences, leaving each other, not playing. The feud just continues to grow.
This crowd, full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's got a chance. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man on the right. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Clinton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So Texas offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the oath. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. The play-action fake. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. second time today they've been forced to punt. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking deep down the right side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got the tight end. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30. Oh, what a move to get open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Makes the catch. It's Pearson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Firing deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin them deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Ash. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Wide open on the right. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pearson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense, quick tempo. Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his feet.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Clinton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for 6. Trying to barrel in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Trying to run it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Can't get him to the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Using his legs, it's Lemon. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ash. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Ash. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lemon. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Finds us back in the middle. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Dumps it off in the flats. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Runs through a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Now the play fake. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the pressure. Back open in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. He'll pull it on the read. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Makes the catch. It's Lemon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Lemon. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Pearson. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Grab behind the line. It's Ash. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Right back to the well. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the run, it's Lemon. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On the move, it's Lemon. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The give on the option. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Clinton. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open space and turned on the jets.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ash. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Might as well give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. It's Ash. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Fires to the big fella.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Completes it in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a full wide out set, trips right. Back to pass. This one's complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Rushes on him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.